Welcome to today's workout video. So what you're gonna need in this workout is a band, and the band that I prefer for this workout is a light band. You can get this at Walmart if you don't already have it. Basically a resistance band. This brand is Athletic Works and it's a light, so basically an L in the corner. This is the type of band we're going to be using for this workout. So the first thing we're going to start out with is basically stretching. We're going to loop our thumbs inside of this band, okay? And all we're going to do is go behind the back. If you cannot go all the way like you see here, you can just stop whenever you stop. You can go as far as you can and then stop. If you can't go all the way, then we're just gonna go back in front and we're gonna do this for 10 times. Make sure you're focusing on your breathing in your nose and out your mouth. So this is initially stretching the rotator cuffs and the shoulders just to warm them up for us before we get into the actual exercise. So now the second one is going to be called Around the World. So you're going to keep one hand stationary and it won't move, and you're just going to move the opposite one. You're going to go around, behind, and then come back. Then you're gonna go just like that. Now this is around the world. You're gonna keep your arms extended the whole time. You're not gonna bend them. And then you will go the opposite way as well. You're gonna do 5 reps each just to warm the shoulders up. So the first movement we're going to get into is reverse curls. So you are going to step on the band, and I prefer you have shoes on because this might aggravate your feet, or slippers like I have. So you're going to put your feet shoulder width apart. So basically your feet are going to be right over your shoulder. They're not going to be any wider or any closer together. Then you're just going to grab the band with your palms facing down. And again, your hand placement is also going to be about shoulder width apart. And what you're going to do is just curl the band up and then back down. So how this is going to look is you're going to keep your elbows right by your side and you're going to go right up. So the elbow is not going to move at all. You're going to keep it stationary to your side and just move this part of your arm up and down. So we're going to do this movement for 45 seconds and then we will go right into the next movement. Make sure you're flexing at the top and then slowly going back down to feel the muscle contracting. Okay, so the next movement we're going to go right into is you're going to keep your feet basically placed in the same area, shoulder width apart. But for this one, you're going to grab the band and put the band up under your hands. And so your hand placement's going to be shoulder width apart as well. And so what you're going to do here is just go up above the head and back down. So from the side, how it will look is just like this. You will go up and then back down. We will do this for 45 seconds and start. And then slowly back down. So we're gonna rest now. So what we're doing now is an active rest. You can lift your feet up and move back and forth, or you can just rock your body, but we do not want to stand still during the rest because we want to keep the heart rate up. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds and then we will go right into the next movement. All right, so the next movement is going to be a row. So you're gonna again put your feet shoulder width apart, standing on the band. And what you're gonna do is bring your arms down, and basically you can pick your resistance on this exercise. The farther you go down with your hands and grab the band, the more of a resistance you will have. So what you're gonna do is slightly bend the knees, and you're just going to bring the band up like a rowing motion. And you're gonna squeeze, bring it back down, just like that. We're gonna perform this for 45 seconds and begin. So this next movement, we're gonna put our feet on the band, shoulder width apart, again, like we have been. And we're going to get up under the band once again. And we're going to, you can either keep a distance between your hands, about 3 to 4 inches, or you can put them together. It's all about how you want to do it. So then we're gonna put it behind our head, and we're just going to do tricep extensions. You're gonna want your elbows to be pointing up towards the sky. So from a side view, what it's gonna look like is, right now my hands are clasped together. There's no space in between, and then I go straight up and straight up. So essentially the wider your feet are, so the wider your feet on the band, the more resistance it's gonna be. So if it's difficult to do the tricep extensions, you're gonna wanna maybe put your feet a little bit closer together, and that'll leave more resistance for you to perform the movement for 45 seconds. So if that was too tough, you can put them together. And we're gonna do that for 45 and begin. again, you're gonna lift your feet up and rock back and forth. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds. Alright, so the next movement we're going to get into is a frontal raise. So again, your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. The closer your feet are together, the less resistance, so it'll be a little bit easier. The farther your feet are apart, the more resistance, which will be a little more challenging. So again, this is going to be a reverse grip, so your palms are going to be facing down. You're going to grab the band. You're going to put your arms shoulder width apart, your hand placement, and you're just going to go straight up. So right now my feet are shoulder width apart. I'm going to bring them closer, and what this is going to do is make it easier for my arms to come up and have less resistance. What you're going to want to do is keep your arms straight. Bring the band about eye level. And alright, so for this next one, again, start out with feet shoulder width apart. What we're going to do is now palms facing up, shoulder width apart on the hand placement, thumbs pointing out, and we're just going to curl. So just like the reverse grip at the beginning, you're going to keep your elbows stationary to your side and not move your elbows. You're going to want to squeeze at the top and flex. Chest up and begin. Right, now what we're going to do again is active rest. So we're gonna go ahead and repeat the whole exercise one more time. And if this is your first time watching the video, I do not expect you to repeat this workout. In a few weeks though, you should be able to repeat this workout with no issues. So if this is your first time watching this video, then you can stop here and that is the workout. But if not, we're gonna continue. Make sure you're flexing at the top and then slowly going back down to feel the muscle contracting. Okay, so the next movement we're gonna go right into is you're gonna keep your feet basically placed in the same area, shoulder width apart. But for this one, you're gonna grab the band and put the band up under your hands. And so your hand placement's gonna be shoulder width apart as well. And start. And then slowly back down. And begin. And we're gonna do that for 45 and begin. What we're gonna do now is an active rest. Once again, you're gonna lift your feet up and rock back and forth. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds. And you're going to want to squeeze at the top and flex. Chest up and begin. Right, now what we're going to do again is active rest.